Hi, I'm Ray, ChubbyRay Comics. I don't buy single issues. I buy trade paperbacks. I buy omnibuses. I love collected editions. I love talking about them. And I also loved reading this paperback. It was Raid on Graymalkin. It was an X-Men book. It was actually one of my favorite books of 2025. I loved this book. I loved the stories by Jed MacKay. I really like Jed MacKay. And of course, Ryan Stegman. I love Ryan Stegman's art. I really like Gail Simone too, and I love her Uncanny X-Men stuff. So I read Raid on Graymalkin. After I read X-Men Trade Paperback 1, Homecoming, I also read X Factor by Mark Russell, Volume 1. And I read Volume 1 of the Wolverine Trade Paperback. These are all from the ashes. This is X-Men after Krakoa. It's the X-Universe and how they're getting on after Krakoa. It's the new everything. And I was very excited about it, and I was very excited to get these paperbacks. And like I said, I read Wolverine 1 with Wendigo, and Raid on Graymalkin, if you've never read it, is an awesome, awesome story. Here is the problem with the X-Men from the Ashes era. This is what I have to read now. This is X-Men Volume 3, X-Men Volume 2, Uncanny X-Men 3, Uncanny X-Men 2, Uncanny X-Men 1, X-Factor 2, X-Manhunt, which looks similar to Road to Graymalkin since it's got both X-Men and Uncanny X-Men stories in it. But this one also has X-Factor stories in it. Oh, and it's also got Exceptional X-Men in it, which I don't even know what Exceptional X-Men is. Let me look and see if I have it. Oh, well, look at that. I do have Exceptional X-Men. I've got Volume 1 and Volume 2. So I've got to read these as well. Oh my God. There is so much. Or there's X-Force Volume 1 and X-Force Volume 2. By the way, I did read X-Force Volume 1 and I actually liked it. I remember laughing at what they did to Deadpool in the first issue of this book. So I did read Chapter 1 of X-Force. But now I got Chapter 2. And I also read Stephanie Phillips' Phoenix, which I thought was very good because there was this Corsair and Phoenix stuff that was very funny. But I got Volume 2, I got to read that. Plus I have Psylocke, I have Storm, I have Wolverine, I have Rogue, who looks like she's in the Savage Land or someone has stole part of her clothing. I got Magic, I got Cable, I have NYX, which I thought they canceled this series. I have Mystique I've got to read. And I've got Weapon X-Men. I'm not even sure what this is. But the bottom line is, in order to be current with the X-Men, I've got to read all this stuff just to find out what's been going on since they left Krakoa. Oh, jeez. None of this stuff is on my reading list yet. I need to put together a plan to read it. That's where I need some help. Anyone out there reading it all? I want to be current with X-Men because the X-Universe is something I always fall behind on. I have a ton of omnibuses in the Krakoan era, but I haven't read any of them yet. I gotta start with House of X, Powers of X, and then Dawn of X, and all the different omnibuses. There's so many different, I'm looking right now, there are so many different X-Men omnibuses that I have to read. But I don't know where to start. So I figure if I get caught up with the recent stuff, the stuff that's going on now, then I'll be interested in going back and reading about what happened in the Krakoa era. I did read the Wolverine books by Ben Percy and the X-Force books by Ben Percy during the Krakoa era, but that's all I've read. I need to know, what is the order? Where does Weapon X-Men come in? What is Weapon X-Men and where does it come in? How important is Cable? How important is Storm? By the way, I thought Storm was now a part of the Avengers. And where did Rogue's clothing go? I got Psylocke, but I guess Psylocke is no longer Betsy Braddock. I'll have to find out more about that. And where exactly does Exceptional X-Men fit in? What do I read first, guys? Help me put together my X-Men reading list. It's very important for me because I'd like to catch up. If I can just read maybe one paperback a night or something, I figure maybe I can get this done by 2030 maybe? There seems to be a lot of books. I need a plan. Maybe you guys can help me come up with a plan. I'd like to read my X-Men. I mean, this Murder Me Mutina, it looks really, really cool. I gotta read 2 paperbacks before you even get to this. It's been so long since I've read the other stuff that I've forgotten it. Am I gonna have to read that over now? I need a plan. And maybe a wheelbarrow. Anyway, it's my X-Men problem. And I'm hoping to get it solved. I really want to get to reading these trade paperbacks so I know what's going on. I don't just want to wait for the omnibuses a couple years from now. I'd like to read these and know what's happening because I do really like Jed MacKay and I love Ryan Stegman and I'd like to keep up on their books. And by the way, the Raid on Graymalkin series was fantastic. Wait a minute, Angel's back? I thought something happened to him in the first volume of X Factor. All right, I got to check this out. Help me come up with a plan. What should I read? What's the most important stuff? It's the From the Ashes X-Men era. Help me, I'm lost.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Anyway, I'm ChubbyRay, and I feel for anybody else that has these same problems I have. I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's a pretty good problem to have. I'd like to start heading towards a solution and not just increasing the problem every month when new books come in. Oh, and I just realized I have those Laura Kinney Wolverine volumes that are coming in soon. Oh my God, where am I going to put those? Anyway, I'm ChubbyRay. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next video.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.